Okay, so I'm in my Suzuki Aerio. It's a 2002 SX hatchback. And I've been noticing over the winter, and now it's getting worse. The tachometer, it's dim, and before it was just up to there, and now it's up to here. So I checked my fuses, and I found out that they seem to be okay. They seem to be fine. So I think it's a bulb. And then I've actually found some posts online that say that you need to replace all 4 bulbs back behind the instrument cluster. It's a known issue that the bulbs will burn out. So the first step that I heard is to remove this panel in the dash, and I heard that you can go up under the dash there, and there's maybe a void where you can push underneath to get this up and started, and that will then help take off the bezel here to access the screws where the instrument cluster will be attached. So I think I'm going to attempt this. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you where I'm at. Taking a screwdriver with a cloth, still managing to mar up the dash here. I tried pushing from underneath. It seems like it's clipped on pretty well, and I don't feel confident that I'm not going to damage some wires nearby. So since this is a 2002, I'm not too worried about marring the plastic up a bit, but I'm worried about messing with wiring. So I started from this corner with my cloth, and I have a pry tool under here, and it's starting to come, so we'll see. Okay, so seconds later I slid my thicker screwdriver under here, and it seems to be coming just nicely. So I got one of the clips out, and I'm going to slide around and do the entire perimeter. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to, on camera, take the rest of it off. You can see there that this is the screw that leads to taking off this, I'm pretty sure. So this is why we have to take off this panel. So I'm going to slide my screwdriver along the back here. Attempt to. It's really hard with the camera. There we go. So far very successful. And then there's 2 clips in the back apparently. Let's see what this just looks like. That. Okay, so I just found out that if you press with your thumb and forefinger like that, kind of opens up a bit there. So that helps to get a pry tool in. So I'm going to keep trying to work this bezel out, and we'll see what happens. I just got my first bit of hope that this is going to come out. What it came down to was just forcing a little bit harder. I was afraid to mar this, but I've already marred it, not severely, but like you can see there's some little marks that I've made. Thankfully this is no longer of even a decent resale value, so learned from my mistakes. Anyway, I'm going to try on camera to get one of these clips free. can see how that's kind of opening up. So I'm just going to work that around. Okay, so that really wasn't fun, and I'm not sure how to finesse that nicer than that. I think someone said on one of the forums that you could reach back here and push this area out. I wasn't able to push it because of the clip. The clip was solidly planted. Here you can see an undamaged clip. So maybe from behind, if you could feel where this clip is, you could push it down. You could push it down and push outwards. You can fit your hand around. Here, I'll show you. You can fit your hand around. So there's a clip on the end. There's a clip on the end. There's a clip here, 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 and underneath there are at least 3. So that's out now, and we'll take a look at the seems to be these 4 screws that need to come out. So I just removed the screws, the 4 screws, and it seems the next step will be to detach. There are 2 2 cable connections. I'm gonna take a photo of what goes where. I'm gonna actually try and get a view from through the windshield, because it's so tight between the windshield and the dash at this point. But everything's loose. I think aside from those cables, that's the only thing that's keeping it in there. And then I'm gonna have to put it up and through this hole in the dash. So thankfully what I'm seeing is that they're color coded. So the blue one will be towards the driver's side mirror, and the green one will be towards the passenger side. Okay, so I've successfully detached those connectors. What I've found is that you can place your screwdriver there and then push down on the tab and then push outwards, and they just come away, because actually there's not much room for your fingers to get in here. So it's pretty hard to get in there, but if you can fit your fingers in, that works too. So I got the wires off, the connectors off, so now I'm gonna probably try to get them out of the way so that I can move this piece through. So this is it. I took it out. I didn't have to remove these knobs. You can just turn it. So let's take a look at the back. I haven't even seen it yet. Alright, there's your 4 bulbs. I've heard that you need some needle nose pliers for this, and I can see why it's a little bit hard to get in here. So I have those here, and I'm just going to take one out to see. There we go. So you turn it counterclockwise, and the bulb comes out. I think this is my burnt bulb, or one of the several burnt bulbs. And you can see here there's bulbs for the signals. I mean for the you know, airbag and check engine light and the oil and all that. but these 4 are the ones that I heard need replacing probably all at once while you're in here. So I brought this bulb to the store as is. I debated whether putting everything back together and taking the car, but I decided to take my bike since I have 2 auto parts stores within biking distance. And the first store told me that this bulb was not removable from the housing, and that I'd have to go to the second auto parts store to get the housing and all. So I wasn't too sure about that, and so I bought the replacement bulbs anyway, and the second auto parts store was able to remove the bulb for me and verify that it does come out. So I'm glad I bought the bulbs, and I'm glad I went to both stores, because I found out for sure that you can take the bulb out. And so I bought the replacement bulbs for, there's 2 in a package, and it came to a total of $12.63. So that's really cheap. And as you can see here, they say that they're 74s. And on the side of the package it says 1.4 watts, which is what I had written in my owner's manual. So the second store said this would work also, so I'm hoping that both of them didn't lead me wrong. So I'm gonna take all of the bulbs out with the housings and replace them with the new ones and pop them in and test them. I'm gonna attempt to film taking one of these out of its housing. That's it. It came out. Okay, so I've put the control panel back in. I've put the instrument cluster back in, and now I'm going to hook up these cables and then turn the key on. Okay, so I put the cables back until I heard a click. It's hard to see, but I heard a definite click for both cables. So now I'm going to put the key in and see what happens. I haven't tested it yet. Of course, I locked the steering wheel so it doesn't want to turn. Yes! Look at that. That's beautiful. Wow. I haven't seen that in months. That's beautiful right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put my my screws back in. Here, 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 here. Pop this bezel in, and then pop this panel back on. And I'm calling that a success. I'm very, very pleased with that. I hope this video has helped you out. I made it because there was not a video for me, and so hopefully you can avoid damaging your dash by knowing where these clips live. Just thought I'd post a quick video with everything back in place. So I mean, you may have to actually look for the damage that I caused if you're sitting in the car. I mean, I'm not sure if I didn't tell you, you would wonder about all these little marks. This one for sure is noticeable. This one, it's noticeable, but these ones along here are less bad than I thought. But if this was like a brand new car, you certainly wouldn't want to do this yourself. Or you would want to find out exactly where those clips are, like I showed you in this video where they are, and try and do most of this work from underneath the dash. and from this access panel once this is open.